Hey y'all, it's your girl Mika of Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. In this all signs reading, we'll be going from Aries and we'll go all the way to Pisces. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so the messages in this reading could resonate for your past, your present, or your future. Also, the roles can be reversed in this reading, so take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. If you don't know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, check out the link down below in the description box because there could be a message in any of those natal chart placements just for you. All right, y'all ready? Let's get into it. Hey, 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 how y'all doing? Thank you guys so much for being patient with me this evening. My apologies to have for having all you guys waiting. Listen, I decided to take a nice little nap before I decided to come on live. And when I tell you I overslept, your girl overslept. Come on, I said, oh my gosh, I'm late. I'm late for my reading. But I'm here, y'all. I'm here. You know that good sleep where you just out and you just y'all know about that good sleep. And y'all, I set my alarm and everything. And when I tell you, I swear, when that alarm went off, I thought I set up and I thought that I was already moving. I don't know what happened. I just dozed back off. So my apologies, y'all. You guys had me rolling. I was looking at the comments. I said, you guys are so sweet. Everybody was waiting on me, checking up on me. But the one that had me really rolling, y'all, that was old Deacon Mitzi. Oh, Deacon Mitzi was like, man, is Mika okay? Do we need to send help? Y'all, that was funny. That was so funny. I appreciate you guys looking out and holding down my amazing mods. Speaking of my amazing mods, thank you so much, Mitzi, T Rose, Lisa. Thank y'all so much for holding down. And thank you all for those of you guys that are here live watching. Thank you for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. So, look, we have a really good one for you this evening. We're going to look at your person and you, that current love situation surrounding you and your person. What is that person's true feelings, your feelings, as well as their next actions, as well as yours. So we'll look very deeply to see what's going to happen surrounding that love situation. I think for this one, instead of doing a spread for you and your person, I think we're going to just kind of mostly focus on your person's, their feelings, their intentions, next actions. And then what I'll do is do this kind of the same thing for you. I think we'll probably do that. Yeah. I'm gonna try not to make it too long. When I tell you guys, I really didn't plan to oversleep. I really didn't, but it hasn't. It just happens, it's life. Life be life. And when you get of a certain age, you got to get your rest and life be life. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with this reading. We'll first start off with Aries. Is there any Aries in the room? Any Aries? Any Aries? Any Aries, y'all? Happy Aries season to all the Aries out there celebrating your birthday today. And happy birthday, belated birthday to those that recently celebrated your birthday, Aries. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Up first, we got Aries. Don't forget, you guys, that this is a collective reading for each of the 12 zodiac signs. So only take the messages that are for you, leave the rest. And check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, just as the intro stated. So that way, you'll have a chance to see if there's any message in any of those natal chart placements. Okay, let's get started, y'all. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Hold on, y'all. I got to get myself positioned. Ooh, y'all, when I tell y'all I was running, I don't know if y'all can see on the camera. I still have my pajamas on and everything. I was getting some good old sleep. Good sleep. Y'all see my pajamas? Y'all can tell. Got my little hearts. Okay, y'all. Get comfortable position. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Going to timestamp it here, Aries. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that Aries is connected to in love and romance at this time. How does this person truly feel about Aries? All right, we have the World card. Their intentions. Three of Swords in the reverse, and their future actions. We have the Eight of Wands. So this is someone that definitely is trying their best to bring this cycle to a close. The World card speaks of closing an old, beginning anew. The World card is the last major arcana in the tarot deck. So when it's clarified with the Queen of Wands, it just tells me that this person is very sure about this. They're not hesitating. They're very focused on really closing this cycle out with you. Is there a reason why they feel this way? I think it's because for this person, what they really want to do is they really want to create a stable relationship with you. I know that seems kind of contradictory. You want to close an old and begin anew, but with the Tower underneath the deck, with the Judgment, I think it's happening because this person is really feeling judged by you. It's kind of like giving them a change of heart. I'm wondering, what is this 10 of Cups to the Queen of Cups in the reverse? Let me see what's going on with that. Okay, still the Tower. I don't think this person expected you to rise up in your power and show up in the way that you are, like someone that's ready to kind of move on in this relationship. I think they expected you to kind of sit around and wait on them. So with this Page of Cups underneath the deck, I think deep down this person really truly wants to have a fresh start. They want to apologize maybe for upsetting you, or apologize for how things have transpired so far between you two. The Page of Cups underneath the deck is kind of like an apology, but also it's messages of love. Yeah, it's like this person really wants to move forward, not necessarily away from this relationship, but have a fresh start. It's going to take a lot of courage for this person to come face you because, with the King of Cups in the reverse underneath the deck, this person could have been definitely a drama starter, or they may have decided, they got to really work on that. Why this King of Cups in the reverse underneath the deck? We have the Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I mean, they just know you're upset. It's almost like you better come correct or don't come at all at this point. They know that they have really caused a big damper in the relationship. With the Two of Cups underneath the deck, you probably don't trust this person. They don't feel like you don't trust them. So their next actions or their plan of action is the Eight of Wands, which is about forward movement, communication. And I think they want to communicate and come forward to kind of rebuild that trust again. Yeah. They just having a hard time like figuring out how to get you to drop your guard, considering they know that you probably don't really want their offer. So I don't know. I'm just getting someone that's giving like a fickle energy. It's not even very consistent. It's really not consistent. And that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, what is the real issue here with this person? It's almost like they want to make things right, but I'm not getting a lot of emotional vulnerability consistently from this person. And that is the thing that I'm a bit nervous about with this energy. Give me some more on this person. What's going on with this person? Why, what is their true intentions? Give me some more on their true intentions, spirit. I'm not really getting this message. Oh, that's why. They're trying to manipulate the read. And so it's really giving me the energy of someone that is coming not with the best intention, Aries. Be careful with the devil card. Why the devil? Because it's like by any means necessary to get things back on track with you, Aries. That's what they're going to do. I don't think this is somebody that can be trusted. I definitely feel like this person sees you as someone that's very attractive. Um, I don't know what kind of relationship you guys have had. If this is your story, I'm just getting someone that is not the most consistent. And that can be very frustrating, but this person does regret losing you. And that is the motivation behind it all. There could have been a lot of things that you brought to the table in this relationship that made them want to stay in it. But I don't think it's fair that they come in the way that they do because it really is not the best energy. It's really not the best energy. All right, let's look at your side, Aries. Let's look at your side, especially with the devil card. That's someone with some, you know, tricks up their sleeves as to what their true intentions are. Getting like a very manipulative, toxic, low vibrational, sly, slick person. You just can't trust that. I don't know how else to describe it. That's why even as a reader, it was hard for me to understand the energy because it's so hot and cold, in and out. It's all over the place. This person is very inconsistent. You know what you're reading because they're very inconsistent. All right, what about Aries? How does Aries feel about this person? Nine of Pentacles. To be honest, I think you're just focusing on yourself, your intentions, the Five of Swords in the reverse, and future actions, King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you're just ready to move forward with your life. A lot of you guys are looking good, smelling good, being self-sufficient, doing your own thing. You're just not really focused on this person. Um, I think a lot of you guys have a lot more stability in your life than this other person. This other person came across to me as someone who was a page. And when it comes to how you feel, it feels like a lot of you guys are really just wanting to run away, run away as far away the other direction, I'm hearing. But this is still kind of like something that's new for you, something that you don't necessarily want to do, but you're kind of forcing yourself to do because you know this is not a good option for you. It's a part of kind of like your journey of healing. And so most of you guys are putting more focused on your stability, your career, your money, building yourself up. Yeah, you're tired of the games with the Five of Swords in the reverse to the Chariot. You know this is your story because you and this person could have gotten into a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements. Yeah, with the Three of Wands in the reverse, it just didn't really go anywhere. I think you just got tired of this person's crap. You were waiting for them to change, to grow, to evolve, to be mature. And it looks like the tables have turned. You're kind of flipping the script. You're doing a them on them. You know, it's like, oh, you want to play games? Fine. So I'm good over here. Yeah, with the King of Wands in the reverse and the Death in the reverse. I think you're just going to go back to focusing on you, focusing on you. It's not the most exciting thing to do for you, I think, at the end of the day. Um, you just feel like it's the more responsible thing to do if you want to manifest a new life for yourself. You're just very disappointed in how this relationship has turned out. Yeah, and deep down, for a lot of you guys, there may have been multiple cycles here with this person. So it's almost like you figured out the way this person plays their game, and you're just trying to break free from this cycle. The devil, that's them. That's where it came across. Could have been a Capricorn, just somebody that was a very strong, had a strong hold on you for a very long time. It's almost like an addiction you've had to release because it was unhealthy, a very unhealthy attachment you and this person had. So, yeah, I feel like you're definitely running away and starting anew. T Rose said, "Yes, I'm running to the next X protection program." Deacon Mitzi says, LMAO. Pretty much, Mika. Tables turned. My how slanted. They are now. Yep. All right. Taurus is next. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. I got to get into the oh, y'all, I got to get into the read. I hope it's resonating with you guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Taurus is next. Taurus is next, y'all. All right, so let me get a sip of water, y'all. Still, look, still trying to wake up. So be patient with me. Still trying to wake up, y'all. Still trying to wake up. T Rose says, Mika, it definitely resonated. It definitely resonated with that Aries read. Awesome. You know, us as tarot readers, we just never know. We just kind of pick up on energy. You know, sometimes we may be connecting with a group, a large group of you, and sometimes not. So we're hoping we are. So thank you guys for letting us know if it is resonate or not. Taurus is next. Again, y'all, this is for all Tauruses. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, Spirit. Tell me a little bit about Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that Taurus is connected to in love and romance at this time. What is this person's true feelings? Taurus, Taurus. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Their intentions. Eight of Swords in the reverse. And future actions. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. If you were dealing with someone who was very stingy, very self-focused, and putting a high value on what they can get out of this relationship with you, it looks like they're bringing a close to that version of themselves. The Death card speaks of transformation, but it also speaks of endings. So for this person, it's like about feeling they need to kind of reevaluate the way they go about things with you. Um, I don't think you and this person have been really on the same page. So it's like they want a fresh new start with this Ace of Pentacles. One thing I will say is for sure about this energy here is it comes across like someone that is still navigating through how to effectively love, but they do want to give you a solid love offer because Ace of Pentacles to the Page of Cups is like Ace of Pentacles is very solid. It's someone that is intending to have a abundant but very well established beginning. But Page of Cups to me comes across someone that is still like navigating through how to love. So if this is your story, this person will need your patience on the love piece. But they definitely do want to make things right and heal things, okay? So it's about a message of love, healing this love situation with you two. So when it comes to their intentions, this person with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, it's taking some time for this person to get out of their head. They may have thought very negatively about love and may have ran from love for a very long time. And instead of taking a lot of action, they just kind of set in overthinking the whole situation. This definitely can be someone who's a Scorpio. I got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, possible Taurus. The more they thought about it, the more they got stressed out about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. So they intend to just take action. Yeah, and not be all wrapped up in their head. Yeah, they just definitely regret with the Five of Cups in the reverse underneath the deck. They are heartbroken if they can't get this thing together. With the future actions for the Hierophant in the reverse to the Strength card, be careful with this energy. It doesn't seem like, again, you guys are on the same page. And they're almost like forcing a circle into a square. You guys, the Hierophant is about spiritual lessons, core values. How does this person perceive love, things like that. When it's in the reverse, their actions are not going to possibly align to yours, thus not feeling like you're getting the cooperation that you need from this person. And I just think it's going to frustrate you even further, or this person. So what do they really want here then? They want to be happy with you. They do. They have some illumination on the fact that the way they went about things is not going to work. So they're kind of going back and forth about, what is the best approach, even though they're still a bit scared of fully investing in it. Okay, this is someone I honestly would say there's kind of still learning how to love. Love is new. Love is not something this person puts as a priority. They more so put stability, material, what they can get out of a relationship, kind of like a moocher or an opportunist energy. The best way to describe this person in the past that they're trying to learn and evolve from. And now that they have lost you, you see what I'm saying? Underneath the deck with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like they need your help. So what better thing to do than make things right with you? Yeah, end the old cycle, begin anew with the World card here. And then the Devil in the reverse underneath the deck. Trying to change things. It seems like we're in a running theme this evening, y'all. Y'all notice how these karmics are learning how to flip the script. It's almost like they're trying to flip the script. I think something's going on in the cosmos to kind of humble these people. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but I just feel like lately the energy that I'm picking up is that a lot of these karmics are trying to change in order to come back. What about Taurus, Spirit? Tell me about Taurus. How does Taurus feel about this person? Knight of Swords, Taurus intentions, the Devil, and Taurus's action, King of Wands. I think your goal is to recover. I think this person has taken a toll on you, whether it be, your mental, your physical world. There's just a lot of things this person has really taken a hit on for you, Taurus. And you're just ready to heal and move forward, okay? You don't want to repeat this cycle in your mind. You feel like if you were to go back to this person, you would only be setting yourself up for failure. So, moving on, exploring, getting out there again, seeing what else is out there. It's kind of like your focus right now. With the Devil to the Chariot, um, I think your intention, honestly, is to really work through this situation. I think a lot of you guys truly have a very strong tie or pull to this situation, and you try your best to break free from it. But there's so much history here that you're trying to unpack and understand, especially if this is your story with the Tower in the reverse of a cycle that just is constantly on repeat, but yet you always get disappointed. Tell me why the Devil card is here. Why is the Devil card here? Yeah, like I say, you're kind of almost like it's hard. It's like, man, with the Fool in the reverse to the Moon in the reverse, it's so hard for you to hold back from this person. You overthink it. You probably think about this person every day or all the time. But then it's like you're having this idea in your mind like you just can't do it. You just can't do it. It's not good for you. This is kind of like the internal battle of fighting your mind over your heart. Your mind over your heart. What is the best thing? But it's an ongoing battle. Yeah. So your next actions with this King of Wands to the Three of Wands in reverse. Like I say, you're going to just fight back. Your fight back is to move forward, not wait on this person, not hope, not dream, not believe they're going to change anymore. Have those strong, healthy boundaries. Believe that you're making better judgment calls um, by holding back from this person. Because I think deep down, you see this person as a Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone that is exciting. They're fun. When you guys come together, when the Knight of Wands comes together with you, man, oh man, you have the time of your life. You do. You have the time of your life, but they're gone tomorrow or by the end of the week or by the end of the month. They're gone. It's a very, inconsistent, random, very toxic energy and very self-serving, Six of Pentacles in reverse. And that's what we saw with this person. They seemed very stingy and it seemed like a very one-sided relationship, leaving you broke, alone, and struggling. So yeah, I think you plan to just kind of like force yourself to hold back. That's your intention. And take all that energy that you were pouring into this person and pour it into yourself. Putting all that investment, that time, and that energy into yourself because you deserve it. Yeah. On Friend says, as it should be. Keep going, y'all. As it should be. As we all should be. Pour into yourself. As hard as it may be to break free from toxicity, you got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting. Gemini's next. Any Geminis in the room? Any Geminis? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hey, Rachel. All right, let's see what we have for Gemini. Up next is Gemini. All right, y'all. We're rolling. We are rolling. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Gemini's sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me more about the person that's connected to Gemini in love and romance at this time. What is this person's true feelings for Gemini? We have the Justice in the reverse. What is this person's intentions moving forward with Gemini? We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. And future actions, Six of Cups. Here's the deal. You definitely have someone in your energy, Gemini, who is feeling like things are not fair. Why? Well, this is someone that is very selfish, very self-focused. It's all about them, what they want, what they need. That is the priority. You may have felt like this person would complain anytime they didn't get what they want, and that would be correct. This person will possibly also go behind your back and gossip about you, belittle you, make you come across as being the problem when maybe they are the problem. And this relationship just turned out to be something that was not very mature, not very stable. And it just kind of triggered you, especially considering this person was being a player, being a liar, being someone that was ingenuine, not giving you the type of consistent connection that you deserved. Yeah, I'm getting like this is a very low vibrational person. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse to the Devil, this is definitely giving like a sex addiction or someone that just really can't control getting attention elsewhere. Why the devil? Yeah, it's like they were always waiting for the next thing. And when it comes to you, they still want to keep the line of communication open with you two. The problem is they don't like when you question them. They don't like when you give them a hard time or you don't make things easily accessible for them to come and go as they please. With the Six of Wands in the reverse to the Five of Pentacles in the reverse is this person's intentions. They intend to continue to move out of this pride and ego type of energy of, well, look at me. I'm struggling. Poor me. I got this. I have that going on. Don't you understand? I'm getting this person's always in a victim mentality. And right now, the narrative that they go around telling everybody is that you left them, that you just left them, you ruined the relationship, you left them out in the cold. They're the victim, remember, Gemini, it's all your fault. And according to them, they intend to want to make things right, have things move forward, date you, show how they feel about you, but it's all your fault. You're making it hard, Gemini. I'm getting the more this person is away from you, the more they think about the past. And the more they think about bringing more balance in how they really want to go about things moving forward. With the moon to the Hierophant, this person secretly, I don't think is on the same page as you, especially with the moon card. You know, the moon is about illuminations. So I feel like this person, for a lot of you guys, they could have been a dream seller. Someone that sells a dream, never delivers on it, or makes promises they can't keep. This is someone that is very hard to trust because of their energy. Like it's not a good feeling if you're on the receiving end of this, Gemini, at all. But it has a lot to do with this person's insecurity. The reason why they do what they do or they act, if you ever wondered, is because they're insecure. If they were to be honest about who they are, what they're feeling, they would feel even worse about themselves. So they have to paint this picture or illusion that they're the victim. You know, they're the victim in all this and everything that everybody causes in their life. And that is kind of where they are with it. So let's look at your side. So, Gemini, how do you feel about this person? Let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about, oh Lord, Gemini. I feel like you're all over the place. The cards are just kind of scrambling. I'm getting an energy of just someone who's all over the place. And I will say, ever since I started this reading, I'm getting like a energy of the collective. A lot of you guys can just kind of be thrown off. Your energy can be thrown off lately, may feel off. I know my energy feels off. I don't know if you guys are feeling that. I'm just intuitively picking up on that. All right, here we go. Gemini. The Chariot, that's your feelings, your intentions, is the Queen of Cups. And your future actions is the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, like your energy, Gemini, is really giving me someone that is one day you want to be with them, but then the next you don't. You're trying yourself to really focus more on more practical things, your career, your stability, your happiness, your abundance, taking a more responsible route that's going to benefit you. But it's a slow process, this journey that you're on, very slow. Yeah, with this Queen of Cups as your intentions to the Ace of Wands, it's a slow mover. It's a slow mover to heal that heart chakra, to move forward away from this. Yeah, when I say that, look at that. We pulled the Six of Swords to move forward away from you towards your peace. Well, that's what you plan to do. Move on, have a new beginning elsewhere. I think for a lot of signs, the reason why a lot of us as a collective are feeling off because a lot of us are kind of in this transitionary period, dark night of the soul, um, transformations. You know, a lot of us are in that in between phase. I hope that makes sense, where you're redefining your life, redefining your future. You're building and creating, but it's the journey is not over yet, and that's kind of what I'm picking up. And I think for you, Gemini, I'm picking up with you because, you know, you are like a duality sign and it's coming through very heavy right now because you're kind of recreating a whole nother version of yourself with the Three of Pentacles to the Seven of Wands. It's it's almost like you're fighting the urge to even consider working with this person. You'd rather just kind of like be selfish right now and not invest in this, not do anything here. Yeah, you're trying to break this toxic bond. Break this toxic bond so you can attract something more healthy and stable. Yeah. For some of you, like low key, you really want to make this person low key kind of jealous. that you're doing this by yourself and not needing them. You want to kind of prove to them that you don't need them. Anything else about Gemini's intentions moving forward? Okay, we got the sun in the reverse, judgment in the reverse. I mean, you're not happy that you have to go through this right now. I think this is a very hard time for a lot of you Geminis. Um, I'm getting like a very painful cycle that's ending, but a new version of yourself is occurring. So just allow yourself to just embrace this time. This is your reading because everything I'm saying, I think as a collective is about transformation and redefining, you know, and recovery from significant betrayals, whoever this is for. Yeah. T Rose says, as a Gemini stalker, cross watcher, word for word, this is exactly what I'm going through. It's really scary because I don't, or it was as like a block sign. Oh, I blocked. That's what it is. I blocked Gemini and Mika picked up the aftermath really quick. Yeah, I feel it intuitively, y'all. Intuitively, it's kind of bothering me, y'all. I wish you guys who have spiritual gifts can understand, like people that don't have spiritual gifts can understand how much energy drainage is involved sometimes. When you start picking up energies, it really is. I'm just going to drink some water and keep going. That's all I can do at this point. Drink water and keep going. All right. Oh, what did I do? Okay, I think I clicked something, but I got it right. Okay, there we go. Cancer's next, y'all. See, I'm getting thrown off. Cancer's next. Gemini, let me know if that resonates for you. Let me know if any of that resonates for you. T Rose says, Mika, I think you should sleep over more often before reading. Yeah. All right. I see we have Gun Guy ready for the Cancer read. And I see we have others watching silently for the Cancer read. Hey, Amanda. Amanda's ready. Let's get it, y'all. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's connected to Cancer in love and romance at this time. How does this person truly feel about Cancer? All right, we have the Seven of Cups as your person's feelings. What is their intention, Spirit? Two of Pentacles. Their next actions. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This person doesn't know if they want to let go of their self-limiting beliefs about if you are the right choice. I'm getting someone that's just having a hard time deciding like what is the right choice. Like, is this the right thing? Like, what is the right thing? I don't know. Hold on a second, Cancer. What is this? What is this Seven of Cups? Okay. I got the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. It's almost like this person is getting epiphany that you're possibly not coming back. You're going to leave them where they are. And if this person may have had other options or consider going toward other people, they're trying their best to get out of their head about that because where they see things with you is that you are worth the investment. I'm not getting a lot of love here, and that is alarming. I'm getting more so a lot of pentacles, and pentacles represents material, money, stability, things in the 3D. So this person may put a lot of value on, what's the most convenient option versus what's the person that I want to be with that I love. And Cancer, you're the person that, of course, many of you guys want to be with someone because of love, not because of what is convenient or what's the stable option. That's not, yeah, there we go. Okay. Y'all, it's like I'm tapped in tonight or something. This person here with the high hierophant to the Four of Pentacles is greed. It's all about money and stability. And so they look at you as the most stable, secure option and what would be fair to them versus these other options. So they're kind of waiting. They feel like they just kind of need to wait to see if you'll show up. And in the meantime, see if I can find someone else. This is just ridiculous energy, y'all. I'm not even going to hold you guys, but that's what I'm getting. I know it doesn't make sense because Cancer, you're really a lovey-dovey type sign, but that is really the way of some people here. With the Two of Pentacles here to the Six of Wands, uh, they intend to still buy time. They intend to buy time by entertaining whoever um, for stability. What is this Two of Pentacles? Yeah, they're going to keep this secret from you. They're not going to tell you that they're always have this lingering eye of what is going to be the better option. So what they're going to do is sell you the dream of what a beautiful relationship this is, how it can really work, how we can build this family, this happily ever after. It's all an illusion. Okay. It's all false dreams, false promises. Like, I think this person, when they find whatever they're looking for, then they run off, okay? They run off somewhere else towards whoever they feel like fills them up emotionally. Mm. And it's going to possibly be some type of third party. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups and we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So these are two court cards. Let's see what that's about. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. So this Queen of Cups is someone who I feel is you. You come across as very emotionally mature, very emotionally stable, moving out of love. But you're not the person that they feel like could be their end all be all. But then we have this third party. That's going to be a Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse is a promiscuous queen. And it's one that this person tends to always go back to. It's kind of giving me the energy of somebody that they have history with, like an ex or a third party that's always been in the background or lingering, but someone that they have this understanding that they can always go to um, whenever they need a pick me up. At the end of the day, this person's very self-focused as far as filling their emotional cup. And they do this by coming towards your kind, loving energy. It's giving like an energy vampire. Yeah. So that's kind of why they're coming forward. So their future actions is the Eight of Pentacles to the King of Wands in reverse. This person plans to continue to perfect their energy of being very impulsive to go for what they want. They're very skilled. I'm getting this is a very skilled player or very skilled person that thinks they got it down of how to do whatever they got to do to get what they want. first step is go towards you, heal things, get what they can get, and then secretly having new beginnings elsewhere. Why is this person doing this to Cancer? This is not okay. Why is this person doing this to Cancer? Because it's another karmic lesson. You see that? It's a karmic cycle that if you allow yourself to fall into this trap, Spirit and the universe is saying you'll have this cycle on repeat. Okay. This is someone you have history with, of course. You know how they are, you know how they operate. And if you're not very careful with how you move, um, by having strong, healthy boundaries from this energy, you're going to just going around and around with this person. So please, please be careful. A lot of earth sign could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And I got a lot of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, and Capricorn. This person in their chart. Let's look at your side, Cancer. Let's see what your feelings are for this person. Don't forget, y'all, to like the video. Show your girl some love. I would really appreciate it. Spirit, tell me about Cancerians' feelings for this person. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Your intentions. Queen of Pentacles. And future actions. Ten of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, I see what this person means. You seem to be someone who is very stable, very mature, very responsible, exuding very divine energy of being able to do so much for yourself and as well as for your partner. And you were being a very supportive partner, but the way you feel about this person now speaks of you just really focusing on getting yourself back to stable ground. This person may have really done a number on your finances and your stability. Yeah, I really feel like this is someone who may have really brought you down, Cancer. This is a lot of pain that I'm getting coming through. And you just really want things to turn around. That's really what you want. You really want cooperation from this person. You just want them to be like, I'm getting a partner, an ally, a contributor, someone that can be there to support you and not play these games and not mooch off you and hurt you and betray you and take from you. You know, you feel robbed. You feel robbed. That's the best way to describe this. So, if you're not careful with this energy, Cancer, there is a strong likelihood that this person here will do the same thing. That is the big takeaway from this message this evening, Cancer, that I really want to warn you about. I think a lot of you guys are not planning to really give to this, but some of you guys, I feel, have still this wound, you know, it's like a fresh wound of pain. So you're intending to just kind of protect yourself at the time being, protect yourself from all this person's attempts because you can't help but remember how this person made you feel. And you don't want to go back to those same feelings because it's very real. It's very raw and it's very alive in your energy now. So look at this. I have the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Everything is Fine card, which is very unique to this deck back to back. Man, y'all. So this tells me there's been multiple times this person has put 10 swords in your back and you've had to get yourself back on your feet countless times. And I say countless because we're talking about not only when you were actually in the relationship, but possibly like, you know, you felt like, okay, I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing. I got to keep trying to get this person to love me, even though I'm hurting, but I believe in this person. I believe in this love. And then when the relationship died or didn't work, you came back, tried to revive it again, only to get 10 swords and you're back again, right? So with the everything is fine card, with the 10 of swords, now you are walking around like everything is fine, but it's not. You know, there's still raw emotions of pain, sleepless nights, you know, hurt, regret, resentment. You feel this person is very toxic, very low vibrational. And deep down, as painful as it is, you're choosing your next action is to continue to walk away, continue to move forward, leave it all behind. All those cups, all those attempts, all that energy that you've poured into this relationship. Very painful one, you know? Very painful. Because for you, it's like, I want to go back. I think about going back, but then I have to be wise. I got to make a head over heart decision because it's more wise to keep moving forward. No matter if my emotional state is, I want to be here, I just know it's not healthy for me, you know? Because if I go back, I would only be playing myself, and that would be absolutely correct. So good luck to you, Cancer, if this is your reading. I think you guys are definitely spending a lot of time in your head these days about this, but don't overthink it. Really listen to your intuition. If this is your story, you are not making a bad choice at all. You're doing exactly what you need to do. The universe is putting you through a test. Will you pass the test? Yeah. L. Williams says that's what happens when you're falling in love with potential. Absolutely. This is a classic case right here. You invest up in the beginning and you believe in this person. You know, I believe in you. I'm going to invest. I'm going to put my heart. I'm going to put my love. I'm going to put everything into this. And I'm going to pray that this person levels up. And then they give you all the false promises, all the false hopes, and they never deliver. And then you just hurt more, hurt more, hurt more, you know? Amanda Lee says, oh, so accurate. Lots of pain, lots of love, but having to walk. Man, sending love and light to the cancers out there. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it deeply. Very painful. I'm even getting kind of like this choke up feeling, like my throat chakra is getting very tight. So I'm getting like some of you guys, you know, just the thought of it, it's like the holding back the pain, the tears, you know, you get choked up about it. Wow. Okay. Mighty Leo's next. Leo, Leo. What a Mighty Leo's at? What a Mighty Leo's at? Any Leos in the room? Leo, Leo. Y'all know this is a rough read for me this evening, y'all. Let me get another sip of water. Go to my next bottle of water. In the meantime, I want to thank everybody who came out this evening to support the channel. Much love to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. If you're hurting right now, if you're in pain, know you're not alone. Everybody's going through their own spiritual journey. Like I said, it's a collective. I feel everybody is going through a very powerful time in their life of transition. So know we're all here together, we're all in this together. Sassy Chick says, thank you, Mikil. You were on point as usual. Thank you. Thank you. Much love. Leo, let's get it. Brenda's here, ready for the Leo read. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Mighty, mighty Leo. Leo's sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Leo's sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person connected to Leo in love. How do they truly feel about Leo at this time? We got Knight of Cups in the reverse. What is their intentions? We have the Four of Wands in the reverse and their future actions. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Hmm. This is someone that tried to leave you intentionally to make you jealous. I'm getting someone that just kind of like abruptly left, ran away from this connection. Um, I think there's also this feeling of if I run from Leo or if I show like I don't, if I pretend like I'm not interested and that I have all these options, if I run off and go to someone else, there's a strong possibility that Leo will want me more. Yeah, this is someone that likes to have people go after them. This could be somebody that is very charming, gets a lot of play from other people. And I'm getting a very confident and cocky energy from this person. This is also someone who stirs up a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, a lot of drama. And that's what I feel like this whole reading is going to be about. How much drama this person is stirring up lately in order to try to get you to chase them. For many of you guys, you could have lived with this person, been married to them, had some type of very serious relationship with each other. And whatever this game, because that's all it is, it's gameplay, y'all. And it's very childish and immature. But whatever this is, they intend to do this to again to stir up drama. Let's ask that. Let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about this person. Why are they doing this? Like, what is their motivation? Why are they doing this to Leo? Why can't this person just be honest to with Leo? Why can't this person be honest to Leo? You know, with this Eight of Pentacles to the Moon in the reverse, I feel like this person is moving like this is because they're really trying to work on facing their fears, facing their insecurities. Yeah. It's like I'm psychic or something, facing their fears, facing their insecurities. This is a very weak person, and instead of rising up and being a mature adult and actually coming forward to give you a solid, solid, I was going to say relationship, but that's not even where I'm going with this. Instead of giving you like a solid effort to try to work on things, this person moves out of a lot of pride and ego that and cockiness that it just would make this person feel weak or make them feel like they're a simp or you know what I'm trying to say? Like this is somebody that feels like they have to behave this way to make themselves feel more in control or something. Child, child, Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay. And y'all know this is my Peter Pan syndrome card. Someone that is very codependent, very immature. They have a lot to learn about being in a healthy relationship. You may have really done a lot for this person, and this is their way of throwing their temper tantrum like a child to get you to comply to what they want. That person, if you guys are having a disagreement, they would go as far as say, "Oh, fine. If you don't want to give, that's fine. I'm going to go. I'm gone. You ain't got to worry about that. Those people that just ridiculous with it. Like, calm down. But this is the problem. They can easily just walk away from you, right? Wrong. Because this person really does find you as someone who makes them very, very happy. You make them very happy. You bring a lot of joy and happiness into their life. You bring them a lot of balance and peace. But once they don't get their way, once they don't get their way, that's when you're going to see this very low vibrational side from this person. The fighting, the argument, the running off, the, childish behavior. So for this person, I think there is a lot of selfishness. They expect you, I believe you, to continue to support them. I think this is your energy. And when I clarify this Queen of Pentacles, I have the Queen of Swords. So your person could possibly be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could also be fire sign, but mostly I'm getting like someone that is very firm on their boundaries. Like I'm like very stubborn. I'm not budging on I need you to do whatever it is you do. And if you don't do it, then it's going to be a problem. Yeah. This person rather lose you than swallow their pride and ego, I'm hearing. But they're kind of like almost self-sabotaging themselves. This is a karmic lesson this person has not learned how to evolve and grow from. So if this is your story, this person has went through this in many cycles in their lifetime and they're still not learning from it. And instead of engaging with communicating with you, it's very possible this person could be gossiping to other people, possibly to third parties or other people, like trying to get advice from other people too. Like, what should I do here? Should I go back to Leo? Because they really do deep down want to come back. It just seems like one of those episodes of I'm upset at Leo at this time. So um, I'm going to retract my energy and not go towards Leo. But deep down, I still want Leo. I just need them to get on, get in line. I just need Leo to get on track. I need Leo to do what I need Leo to do. Oh, it's on my time. It's on my wants, on my needs. Yeah. They just want what they want. I don't know how else to describe it. And let's see, what about their feelings though? I'm not really getting a lot of love. I'm getting more so like drama. See, that's what I'm talking about. I got Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it's really not giving a love connection for this person. They kind of look at your relationship like a valuable asset. You provide them stability, you provide them, you know, peace. You're a safe haven, your refuge when you act right. But then when you don't, it's a problem. You're not being cooperative with me. You're not giving me the things that give me what I want, what I actually came into this relationship for. And that's problematic. All right, let's look at your side, Leo. It's kind of saying the same message in different ways, but y'all get this. You'll get it if this is your reading. Again, just to remind everybody, these readings are not for everyone. I always tell people to always make sure that you book a personal reading if you want me to dive deep into your unique situation. I do offer personals at my website, www.mikadivinespiritualguidance.com. All right. Currently, their readings are on sale, so check them out. Let's look at your side, Leo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. How does Leo feel about this person? We have the King of Swords. Your intentions, King of Wands. And future actions. Eight of Wands in the reverse. One thing is for sure about your energy, Leo. You're definitely exuding a lot of divine masculine energy. It doesn't matter if you're a feminine or a masculine, you're just exuding a lot of power and a lot of wisdom. The King of Wands is a card of someone who exudes a lot of wisdom, clarity. You know for sure this is not a good love option for you. A lot of you guys are just over it. You've made up your mind. You know exactly where you stand with this. That's how you feel about it. Because if this person's not coming in to be a fair contributor to this relationship, then there is no love here, you know? Yeah, this person, I, it's like in your energy, they really trigger you because it's definitely not equally yoked. You guys could have a very strong soulmate connection. The King and Queen of Swords, this couple here, they're very wise, they're very blunt, they're very clear about what they want. But because your person is operating with a lot of emotionally charged, immature behaviors in the way they say, the things they do, it just wouldn't come together. They're not being very mature. The Queen of Swords in reverse is kind of like that bitchy energy, being very bitchy and having an attitude, chip on your shoulder. That's like your person. When it comes to every time you ask this person to be mature, get on your level, contribute, do the things I need you to do, right? With the Knight of Swords to the Tower, I think what you said or what you plan to say to this person about how you feel about this thing is really going to shake things up. And it's going to shake things up because what you're going to tell them is that you don't really feel like this is a stable connection. Okay. You don't feel like it's stable. You don't feel like you guys are equally yoked. You feel like you guys are just not on the same page, period. It's like oil and water being mixed together, right? Polar opposites. And you've grown very, very tired of trying to be patient with this relationship. So your intentions is the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Really rising up in your power and intending to just say, you know what, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to move forward and go towards the passions that I want in my life, whether it be a passionate new opportunity in your career, a passionate new opportunity in love. You just want to go for things that really just get that fire going, that burning desire going. That's going to rev you up and make you feel good, make you feel like that mighty, mighty Leo that you are, exude that power. But it's a lot of pain to do this. It's not an easy thing. You make it look good, Leo always making stuff look good, but you definitely do regret things didn't work out here because you never really wanted it to go bad, but you just got to go a different direction. You got to. It's just not working. And you don't trust this person. You feel like it's a recipe for disaster if you were to go towards this relationship and try to build here. And it's because you've seen what this person's capable of. And Your future action is to go no contact. You may block this person. You may not communicate with this person moving forward because it's just too much stress. It's too much stress to keep repeating yourself and making this person realize the error of their ways. They are not open. This person is not open to change, to growth. And for a lot of you guys, it's hard to break free from this, but you have to make again that head over heart decision and move forward. Deep down, y'all do kind of want to go back to this person, but it would be a reckless choice, which is why you're holding back. Anything else about Leo's future actions here? Yeah, it's about new beginnings elsewhere. Some of you guys could be talking to someone new, flirting, just just really just trying to take it slow, whatever that looks like for you guys. It's a part of your healing journey. Deborah says, flames. That was sad. He chose a karmic over his divine partner. It made me go within and heal. I think this was God's plan. Yeah. Sometimes the universe will hand you very painful, in your face truths, especially if we choose not to walk away, you know? But sometimes that's what happens, especially if we ignore it. Yeah, so that's what I have for you, Leo. Let me know if it resonates. I love the fact that your energy is coming across as kings, a lot of kings, very powerful energy. Virgo is next. Virgo. Any Virgos here? Any Virgos? Hey, Cassandra, how you doing? All right, Virgos. Let's see what we got. LaShawn's here, ready for the read. LaShawn is a Virgo sun. Don't forget, y'all, to book that personal. I do have them available on my website. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for those that are having trouble accessing the pinned comment. And for those that are watching the recording, you can find that link to my website in the description box below, www.mikadivinespiritualguidance.com. All right, here we go, Virgo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Virgo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person connected to Virgo in love and romance at this time. Tell me about the person connected to Virgo. How does this person truly feel about Virgo at this time? We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Their intention, Spirit. The Devil. And their future actions. The Lovers in the reverse. All right. This is going to be a rough read, Virgo. So buckle up your seatbelts. Get ready for this one. Click off now if you don't want to hear it, Virgo. All right, here we go. This person is very low vibrational. I'm going to first start off there because you know how your girl is. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, okay? I'm going to keep it real with you. And if this person chose to run off, away from the connection, now they want to make amends with you. They do. They could have stirred up a lot of drama with you, and it has a lot to do with stemming from the fact that they don't really want anything serious. This is someone I feel is definitely a player, someone that likes to keep their options open. But they want to make amends with you because maybe whatever they have chosen to do, it is definitely something they're not interested in doing anymore. Give me something on this Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, for a very long time when you guys were together, this person could have had a hard time choosing between you and other options. And so they were going back and forth in their mind. What is the right choice? Should I go towards Virgo? Should I go towards this third party? And it may have led to a big fight or argument for some of you if you found out about this, caught this person cheating or lying. Yeah, giving to too many people. But yeah, they're determined, this person here. They're determined to not let you go. It's giving like a very self-serving energy as far as like why they're holding on to you. Can you give me some insight, Spirit, of why they want to still hold on to Virgo? Why are they still wanting to hold on to Virgo? Oh, this person needs help. They need help. They really need help. But you're not talking to them. It looks like you are Casper the ghost. You are unreachable. They can't reach your line, I heard. And you're very pissed off at this person. Some of you Virgos can be very intuitive. You may have caught this person cheating or suspected, or maybe very aware that this person was not moving in a very honest type way. And now this person can't reach you. They're very well aware of why, but they're struggling. They need your help. They really need you to provide um, that stability or whatever you are providing them. Why the Five of Pentacles in the reverse? They want forward movement with you. Whatever you guys were building or creating in this relationship to make this person comfortable, they still want to have access to that. So that looks like so many different things for some of you guys. It is a place to stay. It could be you were providing this person stability in their life. Maybe this is somebody that's broke, busted, and disgusted, ain't got much, and you were giving them something. So whatever these other hoes they were running off to, they're not satisfied there. That's pretty much where we are with it. But you're not budging. You mean business. A lot of you guys are in hermit mode, just chilling, minding your own business, and they don't like that. So with the devil here to the fool. Man, oh man, this person is obsessed with you. They're obsessed with you, but they're in a dilemma because it seems as if you are definitely retracting your energy from them. They want to get to you because they really want to defend their stance on what happened, why they did what they did, and they may not even be honest about that, to be honest. What's the devil card? Yeah. This person has a history or their MO is to leave impulsively. Why? Because it's all like this person has, a bottomless pit. They're always waiting for the next best thing. They thought leaving was the wise decision, but it kind of backfired. So even if this person's future action is to reconnect this love situation, I don't feel like it's going to be a stable one. Okay. This person may come in hot and heavy and then up and leave again with the hermit in reverse. Why? Because they're going to like almost overthink the whole thing, feeling very insecure about what you would say or do because they know they screwed up. They know that they screwed up and guilt is going to eat them alive, but they still want to know that they still have a place in your life. So if you still allow this person access to you, if you still give them the inkling or the idea that they can still come in, then at that point, it's almost like it kind of gasses this person up. It makes, their ego and things feel like they got something, okay? whatever that means. Okay, could be an Aquarius, could be a Capricorn, a Gemini, got Virgo, Leo, Libra. Could be anybody, of course. Let's look at your side, Virgo. Let's look at your side. Yeah, Deborah said, yeah, he's nothing but a player. He would just hurt me again. Y'all, I'm not even going to hold you guys. This person right here, I'm just going to call it what it is. Deborah's right. I'm getting definitely big player energy, y'all. Please don't waste your time on this. If this is your story now, it's not everybody's story now, but that's what I'm getting. That's the best way to describe the energy. And that's what I was trying to warn you guys. It's not the best read, okay? Virgo, your feelings. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Your intentions. Hermit and future actions. We have the Queen of Swords. You know, Virgo, I feel like remember I said you were in hermit mode. You intend to stay there. I told you it's like I'm psychic or something. I told you. You intend to stay there. But your feelings with the Two of Wands in the reverse. Um, I think for a lot of you guys, you're having a hard time, you're struggling. And I think you're struggling with this situation because of some deep-seated fears and insecurities about what would potentially happen if you were to revive this relationship. But you do have passion for this person. You know, it's very much alive, you know, but you think about it. The player is the charmer. They're very skilled. They get you all wrapped up and sold on the idea that they're your man or they're your woman. You know, they're really skilled at what they do. But this is someone that just plays it enough to get what they want out of a relationship and then they're on to the next. And some of them will treat you like a revolving door if you let them. So don't overthink it, okay? Don't get too wrapped up in how hard this decision really would be. I think a lot of you guys just feel abandoned. You feel abandoned, you feel neglected by this person, and very disappointed in how this whole thing has transpired. Very painful situation indeed. So you intend to just do you, boo. With the hermit, that's you. Yeah. And go towards your goals. Some of you guys could be focusing on trying to find new love while others are focusing on your career, your stability, you know, just anything to run away from this, to avoid it for the time being, just staying busy. So your next move, what do you plan to do next? Well, we got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a very wise queen, one that is not afraid to communicate how you feel, what you want. But this is also a queen who's been through a lot. Okay. The Queen of Swords is the one that's like the warrior, you know, the one that's been through so much in her life. But so she means business and she's been through a lot. So she's also very wise. You've learned a lot from this relationship. If anything, this is the catalyst for your growth. It feels like the universe gave you this relationship in order for you to recognize your worth, your value. And know that if you were to be in this, you would be doing all this work by yourself. And a one-sided relationship is not a relationship. In fact, it is you just might as well just be alone, right? And that is the conclusion that you have come to or will be soon. So yeah, you're going to end this cycle of always doing all the work, always putting forth the effort, feeling like this is a one-sided relationship. It's triggering. This was a experience to have you really look at some things internally about your self-worth, but you've learned a lot here. You have. Yeah, with the King of Wands underneath the deck, it's about wisdom here. It's about learning a very powerful lesson about what you deserve. You only deserve the best, right, Virgo? Right. Libra's next. Any Libras in the room? Any Libras? Lashana says, yes, the best thing to do is me. Absolutely. If this is your story, that is the best thing to do. Just focusing on healing yourself and moving forward. All right, let's get it. Libra, 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 where you at? Any fellow air signs here? Libras. All right, we got D here, and I'm sure we have other Libras watching. MPHO, hello, hello. Represent for Team Libra. All right, y'all ready, Libras? Let's see what we got today. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that Libra is connected to in love and romance. How does this person truly feel about Libra? We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. What is their intentions? Six of Wands and their future actions. We have the Five of Cups. All right. This person really feels neglected, abandoned, and alone. They regret how things have transpired between you two. And it's like guilt is eating this person alive. The problem is the way they feel about it is, what should I do? What should be my next step? Should I communicate? Should I wait? What should I do? You know, this person deep down wants to communicate with you and let you know like how they're feeling and what they're going through. But what's holding this person back? Let's see. What is holding this person back from communicating with Libra? I think fear. Fear of being hurt, being let down. They don't want to be disappointed. This is someone that knows because of what they have done in the past, it's possible that you won't give them another chance. This person's energy is coming across as someone who's a King of Wands in reverse, okay? And this is somebody that is seeking patience from you. They want you to compromise with them, be willing to hear them out, not push them away. They want to get your attention and continue growing this relationship. That's their intentions. Get away from the toxic side of things. This could have been a one-sided relationship, and they want to be more generous this time. They do. Because walking around like everything is fine is making this person feel a lot worse than better. So suffering in silence is a big factor here. This person's suffering in silence, and the more and more you're staying silent or distant from this person, the more they regret what they have done. What is this Devil in the reverse? Yeah, the love. They had a chance to embrace this loving connection, but they chose not to. So their future action, Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Remember I said this person's definitely in their head about all this. They are. They just really want to make things right. With the Star card, they may see you as a very valuable asset. The Star is also like a celebrity or someone they put on a pedestal. So that is the motivation too, why they want to work on it. They just may not be the type of person that have much to offer you. So it's again about having patience with them, to say, Libra, I want to be with you, but I'm just not ready for a solid long-term committed relationship right now because I can't measure up to your celebrity or your status or what you have going on. They just don't feel like they are on your level, if that makes sense to anyone. But they definitely want to get out of this pity party that they've created for themselves. All right, let's look at your side, Libra. Let's look at your side. Natty said, "Oh, cry me a river." It's like, yeah, cue the violins. You know what I'm saying? Cue the violin, y'all. Baby, let me tell you something. If you created this karmic debt for yourself, then it is what it is. You know, I don't know what to say about these karmics. They create this karmic debt for themselves and then they regret it later. Like, I don't know. All right, your side, Libra. Let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Seven of Wands in the reverse. The devil is your intentions and your future actions. We have the Hermit in the reverse. Libra, I think the one word to describe your energy is done. Okay, you're done, son. Here's why. You really did love this person. That's facts. You did. It's not like you came into this relationship not wanting to build something solid here with this person, but you always felt like you had to defend your heart, defend how you truly felt about this person. And this person was not listening. You may have told them, like, listen, I love you. I want to be with you. I want this relationship. Let's make it work, you know? And it's almost like this person's not hearing you, like turn your hearing aid up, open your eyes, get your eyes checked. Something's wrong with this person. They're not hearing it. And you got tired. You got very tired of this, defending yourself to the point where it just really stressed you out and you started overthinking things like, am I doing something wrong? Did I say something like, what the heck is going on? Right. So finally you say, you know what? Screw it. I'm done. I'm checking out. I don't want to talk to this person. Some of y'all may have this person blocked. You don't want to deal with them. Like you guys are totally just falling back. But it's not because you don't love them. I keep getting that. If anything, you're upset and frustrated because you really truly did see something very beautiful here. I think for a lot of you though, Libra, unfortunately, you fell in love with potential. You fell in love with the idea that there could have been this happily ever after here with this person. But it turns out like what you were dealing with was someone who just couldn't measure up. And I think it just had a lot to do with, you know, you are someone when you're focusing on a goal, something that you honestly really want, that is what you go for. And you really wanted this person, you really wanted this love story to work, but it just never came together. I mean, when you got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, you're talking about um, love, you're talking about relationships, you're talking about family, the dogs, you know, you saw this person, you saw it, you saw it all come to life. And it's like shaking this person to death. Please see the light. Do you not understand? All you got to do is this, all you got to do is that to make it work. And they just weren't listening. And it's frustrating. I feel very frustrated for you, to be honest. I can't stand when people are being idiots. All right, the devil is your intention with the 5 of swords. Some of y'all gonna be kind of low-key toxic and argue with this person. Don't do it though. You know, don't do it. It's not worth it. The reason why you guys may want to argue with this person is not because you're being low vibrational. Again, it goes back to you really want to get this person to get off of their ass and actually makes the effort and do what they're supposed to do. And that could have been the thing. This person was not making a lot of effort. Very selfish. That's what you want to let them know. You're selfish. You're not considering me. You're not considering this relationship. You just really want to give them a piece of your mind because you feel like you need to kind of create that'll give you a sense of justice. You feel like the scales will be balanced if you can give them a piece of your mind. Some of you guys could be talking about this person behind their back. I'm not even going to hold you, Libra. Some of y'all being a little toxic these days. But you don't really, I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want to be with this person. A lot of you guys, your intentions is to just ghost them, to be ghost, to withdraw your energy because it's too risky here. It's too risky. Yeah, you're not interested in being in a relationship anymore. Any advice for Libra on this reading? Any advice for Libra on this reading? Be careful. Be careful for those who have not forgiven yourself, forgiven this person, send it away in love and light. The universe will hand you another karmic cycle if you're not careful. So what that means is you have to not engage. You have to not obsess, and you have to allow yourself to let it go. If you're not careful, even harvesting that anger, harvesting that resentment, and not taking that experience and saying, thank you, universe, for that lesson. I've learned it, and I'm not going to engage in low vibrational energy. And I'm not going to accept people that are going to trigger me to be low vibrational. Otherwise, the universe will hand you another person that will be like your past person, and you'll be responding in a way it's going to be an experience in a way that's going to feel just like this one. So that's why we have to break the karmic cycle and allow ourselves to evolve and grow so we're not in this very toxic, low vibrational, toxic energy, okay? Or the wheel of fortune, okay? Even though you're holding back and you're withdrawing from this person, I feel like that's the message here. Yeah. See what I'm saying? It's like I'm psychic or spirit saying, if you're not careful, you're going to have a new cycle with the Ace of Wands here with someone else, and it's going to be on repeat. So please, please, you don't want that to happen. Okay. Yeah, be careful about the reckless nature that you're in at this time, because it definitely is very, very frustrating to be in this energy, I'm sure, with your person, but we got to look out for yourself so you can heal. So I would recommend, this is Mika talking, I would recommend spending some more time being single, healing, and then moving forward. Of course, this isn't everybody's reading. It's just really for those Libras that's still harvesting that, anger and, combative energy. All right, moving on. Scorpio's next. Good luck to you, Libras. Nature's Finest says, yes, I'm definitely done, done, done. Not dealing with that person. Yeah, that's the word. Done. That's what I got in that, which is great. But just make sure energetically you're breaking free from it as well. Scorpio's next. Scorpios, where you at? L. Williams is ready. Got the popcorn and the tea. Piping hot, ready to go. All right, fellow Scorpios. I say fellow since your girl is a Scorpio rising. Let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that's connected to Scorpio in love and romance. How does this person truly feel? about Scorpio at this time? Six of Swords in the reverse. Their intentions. Knight of Cups in the reverse. And their future actions. Eight of Wands in the reverse. So with the Six of Swords in the reverse to the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, your person is definitely missing you, Scorpio. They really are. They want to come back. But what's concerning me in this energy is someone wanting to come back, not for love, but because they are in lack. They're feeling quite abandoned, quite alone. They feel like you left them out in the cold. I'm getting like left me for dead. You know, you're the death card, right? And it's going to take a lot of strength for them to face you. I think it's because the nature of this person, they tend to be very in and out and very impulsive in how they have moved in this relationship. So it's going to be almost like a very random moment. This person will come back and they really want your compassion. I'm getting don't be too hard on me. don't be, don't be too hard on me. But they're also getting very impatient with you, Scorpio. So I'm getting like both, like I miss you, but I'm irritated with you, but I really don't want to be alone. Like I'm getting a ball of different emotions here. So with this Four of Pentacles, one thing is for sure. Remember I said love. I don't see it here. And I think it's because this person sees your worth, your value. You may have been someone in this relationship who has made this person very, very comfortable. Whatever that looks like, whether it be you gave this person a place to stay, whether you gave this person some stability. There's a lot of value put on very passionate energy, as well as the pentacles, which represents money, material things, things like that. Those are the things this person's scared to leave behind, not necessarily the love. I don't think this person has any intentions to pour a lot of investment into this relationship. They are totally okay with breadcrumbing you. That's how they feel. Let's ask why. Why is this person on that time? Well, they feel like it's fair. This asshole, because I'm going to call them like they are, thinks it's fair to breadcrumb you, drain your energy, treat you like crap, come back into your life because they feel bad about themselves, because they feel like, okay, they're alone, they're broke, busted, and disgusted. Help me out. Help me, please. Help me, please. Nobody got time for that, okay? But that's the time they're on. Just to kind of warn you. So be warned. I'm trying to tell you now, Scorpio, this person is not coming back for love. L. Williams said energy vampire, and Goddess Channel said y'all see it. They no longer exist anyway. All right, what is this Knight of Cups in the reverse with their intention, Spirit? So this person, they plan to create this false relationship. And the reason why I say it's a false relationship is because why the hell do we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse clarifying the Two of Cups? So this is someone that wants to pretend like they're in a relationship with you, but yet still operate in the energy of being single. What the hell is this? This person has the nerve, y'all. This is someone who will come in, treat you like an option. They'll be in and out like you're a revolving door, like they have an unlimited access pass to your life and then have the audacity of it all to come in and defend their poor behavior as if nothing's wrong. So, again, this is someone that feels like no matter what they do, no matter what they say, it's never a problem. They were just having a low moment. Forgive me. Let's move on. It is what it is. That kind of bull. If I leave, I leave. I just kind of need to do a little soul searching. That's what I was doing. Yeah, but that's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it soul searching. I was trying to figure things out. What was this person trying to figure out? Their next move to someone else, the fool. Mm. Let me get something on the fool and the Ten of Cups. Who is this going toward? Is this going toward Scorpio or someone else? Okay, that's to you. So here's the deal, y'all. And this is the stuff right here that's going to really send you over the top. This is why folks want to say Scorpios are toxic and they don't understand. This is why. This person is realizing your value, your worth after you totally disconnect, totally pull back, totally say enough is enough. And that's problematic to me because if you really did care, why the hell, after Scorpio says, I'm done, this person was to come in with the genuine offer? But my thing is, how long does this offer last? The magician is someone that tries to create. They're the alchemists of the zodiac. And it speaks of someone that wants to manifest what they want. This is a very skilled individual. And I say that because for many of you Scorpios, this could have been a hard one to figure out. You know, Scorpio is very skilled at figuring out people. You can sniff BS from a mile away. You know when somebody's running game on you, trying to do stuff behind your back, whatever, okay? And so it may have taken you a little bit of time to figure out what time this person is on, or if you haven't figured it out, you will. And that is the thing that's like, it's over. However, when that happens, when you say it's over, chunk them deuces, I'm gone, that's when this person has a big aha moment. Aha! Wow, Scorpio's really done. Yeah, yeah, you are. And so at that moment, that is when this person starts to really dig deep and do some soul searching, right? And I do this soul searching and figuring out, I really do miss Scorpio. I really do want a relationship. Scorpio is probably the best option for me, the one that I can actually build a relationship with, have a happily ever after with. I just got to work a little razzle dazzle magic to really create the type of experience that I want for myself. And I say myself because this person probably going to be alone. So this person's next actions with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So the Page of Cups in the reverse. I don't think this person plans to come forward. Even though they're feeling all of this, they rather just kind of like mask all these feelings, all these epiphanies. And I think it has a lot to do with deep-seated insecurities. You're dealing with a grown child, okay? You're dealing with someone who is very codependent, can't take care of themselves. You know, they recognize your worth and value because they can't do it without you. You brought a lot to this person's world to make them feel on top of the world, you know? So they got to grind, baby. They got to grind. They got to level up. And as they level up, this is what they're trying to do. Let's see this. They're trying to mask their happiness elsewhere, but really they're feeling depleted. They're feeling sad. They're feeling alone. And I think this person's trying to use their job, their career, third parties, whatever, because you're pissed. You're pissed. You put your foot down. You're not doing it. And all the while, this person is throwing themselves a pity party because what they're doing is they're kind of like self-sabotaging their own happiness. If this person would have came to you correct, you guys could have had a beautiful relationship. That's the part that they're missing. They are self-sabotaging their own happiness because they're moving out of a lot of pride and ego of, oh, well, I'm not going to talk to Scorpio. I'm not going to come forward. Well, okay, well, you know, you just going to be alone. But deep down, this person wants to come forward. But I think they low-key scared of you, Scorpio. They do. Look at it. Underneath the deck, underneath it all, deep down, the core of how this person really wants to move, they really want to have a new beginning with you. But baby, let me tell you, they already know it's time to go to work, baby. Baby, it's time to go to work. And they like, whew, I don't want that smoke. Because they already know they got a lot of work to do. They're not gonna do, they can't come in and give you no breadcrumbs now. They can't give you no breadcrumbs now. So it's like, oh Lord. Oh, I don't know if I could come in, Scorpio. It's gonna be Scorpio and put me to work. They don't even know. Wrong sign. Cause Scorpio already gone. But let's see. I'm gonna read your side right now, Scorpio. Let's see. L. Williams says facts. Georgette says, oh, he has the audacity to tell people we're still friends. The lies, the lies, the lies. Ooh, they be reaching, y'all. They be reaching for the dream. All right, here we go. Let's look at your side, Scorpio. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. How does Scorpio truly feel about this person at this time? We got Queen of Cups. Your intentions? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And future actions. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. All right. So I feel like you really do love this person because you're showing up as the Queen of Cups. But you want reciprocity. Okay. You want someone who's going to come in and give you a fair partnership. You don't want someone breadcrumbing you like, nah, you can say that for your mama. Okay. You're not in it for a relationship that's one-sided. You're not in it for a relationship that's going to be causing you a lot of misfortune. A lot of you guys have identified this as a karmic connection. You know it. You feel like if you were to stay in this relationship, honestly, and you've thought about this, you feel around and around we go. You feel like you're just going to repeat this cycle. There is no happiness on the other side of this connection. So you're taking action elsewhere. And I think the action you're taking is running as far, far away from this connection as possible. Not because you don't love this person. And that's what this cross watcher, whoever you are out there, needs to understand about the scorpionic energy is not that you don't care about them. It's the fact that this person hurt you. They mishandled you. They disrespected you. They played in your face. You're not doing that. Period. Period. Intentions, Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you're in recovery mode. You know, your energy is thrown off. And remember, I said in the beginning of this reading how the collective's energy in this reading as a collective, we all are kind of going through like a transitionary period phase of trying to recover from these karmics. So you're really working on letting go, breaking free. Okay. This could have been a very toxic relationship, very toxic, low vibrational relationship that you're breaking free of the illusions. I think there has been a lot of you guys that sold yourself on the dream that it could work, and recognizing that you got to break free from that. It's just not possible. It's not possible. I think for a lot of you Scorpios, with the next action, the Ace of Swords in the reverse to the Strength, you're really trying to get more clarity. I think there's still that curiosity going on with a lot of you Scorpios about like, what the hell just happened here? Because this person's energy is very weird. The best way to describe the energy is someone who is very self-sabotaging. It doesn't make logical sense because it's their immaturity. You are someone who's showing up as a Queen of Cups. You know, you're a queen and they're a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So energetically, you guys are totally on different vibrations. And because of that, it never made sense to you. You didn't understand this person's way of approaching love, approaching you, approaching life. It just didn't really make sense. You saw this person had potential, but it was almost like they weren't willing to look at their own potential and say, I can rise up and be better for myself. I can rise up and be the best version of myself for Scorpio and the betterment of this relationship. And the thing about it is, because a lot of you guys, Scorpios, are empaths, are, people pleasers, are very emotionally invested in this connection, it grew very toxic and you grew very impatient and this person grew impatient with you and it was just, okay. And it was confusion, right? Yeah. And I think it was because you want clarity of why couldn't this person just work with me? I feel like didn't ask for much. I think what you just asked for was cooperation, the bare bone minimum, you know? It was like, I really need you to just give the bare bone minimum. Respect, loyalty, cooperation, fair relationship partner stuff. The stuff that everybody should know. And then in your mind, many of you guys go back and forth. Well, did I miss something? Do I need to go back to this? Do I need to revisit this? But then it's like, well, no. Emotionally, this person disgusts me. So probably not. You see, it's hard. It's a hard transitionary phase. Underneath the deck, you just don't know what direction it takes. So let me give you some advice, Scorpio, if you're going through this sense of confusion with this, which is why you're probably here. You want clarity. What should Scorpio do here? Spirit, advice. Two of Pentacles, the Fool in the reverse. Weigh out the pros and cons of all the risk that's involved here. Some of you guys are way beyond this timeline. I see some of you guys in the comments laughing or whatever, but here's the deal. There are Scorpios that's still going through that phase of trying to figure it out, okay? So if this is your story where you're still trying to figure it out, I'm reassuring you right now, outweighs the pros and cons. It's going to tell you everything you need to know, okay, of how risky it would really be. And in the meantime, fall back. Okay. The Fool in reverse speaks about delays, about, making very irrational, foolish decisions, and the need to just kind of hold back, and really just focus on you, focus on your goals, focus on your grind, your money, and perfecting your passions, things that you want to work on for yourself. Because I know this person put 10 swords in your back. He felt very betrayed. But it's not worth it to go back to someone that is not your vibrational match. All right. That's what we got. Yep, yep. William says, "Don't do it, Scorpio. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hold back. Hold back." I agree. I concur. All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. Let me know if it resonates for you. Y'all have free will always, but I'm just telling you the energy. Saggy next. Any Saggies in the room? Sagittarius, where you at? I saw Sagittarius earlier in the chat. Thank you guys all for being here. Don't forget that on my website, which is Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance, I do offer personal tarot readings. Most of my readings, not including my video readings, my video call readings are 20% off. And I always tell people watching YouTube, as a person that wants a more in-depth look at your situation, personal readings are always the best way to go, because it is a conversation and an energetic pull that I have as your reader on your person, on you, on your situation, and any questions you have. And I don't just do love readings, I also do general readings, and I also do career readings and things like that. It's just love tends to be the most popular choice, which is why I always focus a lot on love on this channel, because most people that watch tarot, from what I have noticed, love is definitely the number one thing you guys want to know about. So that's what we have. Casey's here representing for Team Sassy. We have Leah. Hello, hello. Sassy is a Sagittarius rising. And we have L. Williams, who is also a Sagittarius rising. And y'all, I think I have Saggy somewhere in my chart, but like I say, I got to pull that chart one day. Wanda, you're so sweet. Hey, Wanda says, "I'm a Sagittarius. I absolutely love you. Your readings are so on point with me and my Taurus. It's scary." Ah. Well, thank you so much, Wanda, for supporting the channel. Much love to you. Sag, y'all, it's been rough lately, hasn't it? It's been rough lately, but hopefully we'll get some good messages for you. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Kitty says, "So sad." Oh, Saggies. Stay strong, Saggies. I told you guys, as a collective, if you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. You are not alone. Stay strong. It is a part of that spiritual awakening and that spiritual transformation you're going through. It's always a rocky road, but it's only temporary. I promise. Keep fighting through. Keep fighting through. All right, Saggy, let's get it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that Sagittarius is connected to in love and romance at this time. How they really feel about Sagittarius. We got Queen of Wands. What is their intentions? We have Seven of Pentacles and their future actions. We have the Lovers in the reverse. Sagittarius, your person, let me tell you, This is someone that puts you in high regard as someone that's very attractive, very much a go-getter. You go for what you want. Some of you guys can be very intuitive. You just have a lot going on in your energy that is very attractive to this person. But they are also very heartbroken. And I have to find out a little deeper about why they could be heartbroken. But I think it has a lot to do with this person coming to the painful realization that you could be moving on. You could be moving on. And they're kind of like grieving the loss of you as you're doing this. They know that your energy is off. This person, I feel like if you guys are still experiencing some rocky times in your relationship, this person can possibly still pick up on you energetically. You can even possibly pick up on this person as well. I'm getting whoever I'm reading for. There is a lot of loss of hope on your person's behalf and what they feel like they can create here. They just don't know if you would want to give them another chance or work on this. So they're feeling stuck. They're feeling very stuck. They're kind of at a standstill right now. Why are they feeling stuck? Why are they not coming forward, even though they have feelings here? Yeah, this is someone that's running from making the effort. Okay. This is someone that has a lot of fear of what could potentially happen if they were to come back into your good graces because they don't know how you're going to respond. They know that they have really hurt you. Whatever this person has done, I'm getting guilt, and I'm also getting like a level of anger and impatience, but yet no forward movement or actions. What did this person do to Sagittarius? Give me some insight. They just abandoned this relationship. A lot of you guys, this person just left you and you're like, what the heck? Why? I really feel like for this person, unfortunately, Sagittarius, this person didn't know what they wanted. They didn't know if they wanted a solid relationship or if they wanted to just kind of be single. They didn't get too emotionally invested to begin with. But it kind of really sat with this person that maybe their feelings for you was a lot deeper than what they thought. Yeah. So at some point, if they do make an appearance, which I feel like some of them will at some point, maybe not this week, but at some point, with the Seven of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles, this person still wants to work on this. So for some of you guys, you may receive some kind of communication from this person. You may receive some type of signal. You may see this person in public, or, they may just, and I'm going to put in quotes, they may randomly pop up. They may randomly pop up at a place you frequent. I'm just getting kind of like a bit of a coward energy, someone that can't upfront and face you. And it's because this person wants to learn more about how to create a healthy relationship with you. This may be also someone who's not really being able to create healthy relationships in their life, period. This could have been a player or someone that doesn't take relationships serious. But the truth is, like I say, you make them very happy. It's something that this person didn't realize until they start feeling off. Even though this was the person that left you, they start feeling alone. they start feeling abandoned. Is it because, let's find out, is it because they wanted Sagittarius to chase them? Like, why do they feel alone? Yeah, there it is. They wanted you to take action, for you to chase them and say, hey, boo, let's start over. Don't go nowhere. Come on back. Come on back. I still love you. Don't leave me. Right? That's what they wanted. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. So, future actions. They're scared. They're scared of that firm boundary that you've drawn into the sand. It's really shaking up a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity within this person when it comes to relationships with you. You guys aren't talking. You guys are not on the same page. This person may also be very codependent on your energy once they didn't have access to it. But whatever it is, they're very much in their head about this whole thing. It's kind of like really triggered this person to think about the choice that they have made. And their action moving forward, remember I said, they may be thinking about you, they may have intentions to come forward, but I just don't see them actually doing anything unless they do something silently, like, accidentally click on one of your stories, or, accidentally bump into you out somewhere. This person is something else. They have a lot of feelings, they have a lot of desires, but they don't want to make the effort, you see? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Very lazy. I'm also getting kind of, they're used to always having people chase them. They're used to having these karmics and low vibrational people follow right behind them. If they leave, they may be somebody that is very attractive and desirable, but it doesn't matter to you what this person got going on. If they can't respect you, that's the time you're on. You're willing to cut it off. I'm going to be honest with you, Sagittarius. I would be weary of this energy, because if this person were to come back, let's just say if they were, I don't really get the inkling that this is someone that's coming in to truly pour into you, invest in you for years to come. And it has a lot to do with this person still feeling entitled to not having to do a lot of work. They rather just kind of sit back and enjoy. They need therapy. They need to work through whatever type of low vibrational, deep seated heart chakra blocks, insecurities, emotional blocks. This is someone that has suppressed their emotions because they've been a player, or, somebody that just doesn't want to fall in love, forget love, that kind of person. They've done it for so long that they don't even get into relationships for love anymore. It seems like they just kind of mooch off of people, or you harness people's energy, or just in it for what they can get. Thus, while the lovers were in the reverse, even if you feel like there was a strong soul tie or soul connection between you two, this person was ignoring it because this is the source of the problem underneath the deck with the King of Cups in the reverse. This also talks a little bit about them playing games that you ain't got time for. And it stems from them also not feeling like they're good enough for you. So it's a lot of things here this person really needs to work through that is not your job, not your responsibility. But just do know this person does have feelings for you, but they can never show you a honest, true, responsible, mature relationship dynamic because they are running from their love for you. Okay, that's why you felt it. You felt the pull. You felt like, hey, this is a great relationship, but they run. They run from it. They run from it, and that's painful for both involved. All right, let's look at your side, Sagittarius. Let's see how you feel. Leah says, yep, 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 yep. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. How does Sagittarius truly feel about this person right now? Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius intentions with this person. Page of Pentacles. And future actions. Seven of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of you guys are being hopeful that you can find something better. Okay. You're not really thinking that this is going to work with this person. I think your focus is elsewhere with other options, dating other people. You just kind of want to just like leave this situation for what it is. Okay. Your energy is coming across as the Hermit in reverse. You're just kind of withdrawing your energy from this person. You kind of went away. It was like this person chose their fate. They didn't really show the effort, or they're not showing the effort. They're just kind of leaving you for dead. So, what are you supposed to do? Sit around and chase this person? That would be a no. What are you supposed to do? Sit around and wait on them? That would be a no either. You're not doing even any of that. What you're doing is you're going outside. You're going outside and you are doing so with no shame, okay? Going for what you want. You do have a little bit of fear and insecurity going on in your energy about this, like almost like scared or a bit timid to get into a new relationship because of maybe what this person has done to you. I think this cycle has triggered a lot of insecurities and a lot of fears. It made you kind of like feel um, not desirable, not wanted, when in fact you are. This person is very attracted to you. They just chose to run from it. And trust and believe, if someone doesn't choose you, they're lost, right? There's always someone out there who will. That's my motto. So you intend to have a new offer. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Be careful with this energy. The Page of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Wands in the reverse. Some of you guys are definitely impatient with finding someone new. And so I would warn you that you may want to take your time, Sagittarius, especially if you are still healing from this, okay? Yeah, and right when I say that, I got the Temperance and the Star. It's like I'm psychic or something. Get yourself more in a healed space. Focus on that. It's okay if you feel like you're ready to date, but I would just say don't move too fast. Be patient with the process. It takes time. Now, your future action with this person, I feel like you are going to defend your need to move forward, to find new love. A lot of you guys really want this person to apologize. That apology you never got. Some of you guys really deep down feel like that would kind of help you get out of your head, getting an apology or moving forward with someone else. And I think the most frustrating thing of this whole situation is that, you know, you happen to do this on your own. You happen to do the healing. You happen to move forward. You happen to build yourself up, build your confidence up, and just be kind of like abruptly disconnected from someone that you really loved. And that is the hard part. But, sometimes we're handed these very painful cycles with these karmics in order to really go within and recognize what we actually deserve, And so, you showing up with this a lot of page energy tells me, Sagittarius, you're still in a phase right now where you're still a bit um vulnerable. Okay, so I would really take some time to just be a little bit more patient with the process of finding new love, because it just may not be that time yet. Okay. And if you move too fast, it's likely that you will encounter the universe saying, "Oh, hold up, Sagittarius. We're going to give you another person to teach you this karmic lesson because you're moving too fast. It's not time yet." What advice we got for Saggy Waggies? You got to heal, baby. You got to heal. Your heart is still broken because you just really want your person, you know? Let's be honest. I know I don't want to hear y'all in the comments. You still want your person, okay? There were some good things about this person. They were not all bad, but you got to heal from this so you can be able to attract what you deserve. And that's the biggest takeaway, because the truth is, when you look at the facts and you look at what this person really gave you, did it add value to your life? Are they even providing you effort? You know, are they showing you that they genuinely are sorry and really want to build here? And if they're not, that's something you have to be honest with yourself about. And the fact that they didn't even apologize, that alone tells me these type of people don't even really feel like they have to. Okay. And like I say, this person probably has a lot of deep-seated issues that they need to work through on their own before they're honestly, truly even ready for anybody's relationship. They're just not ready. And if you're there, I always tell people, when you're connecting with low vibrational people, those people will do everything to bring you down with them. And you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. Sending you lots of love and light, Sagittarius. Stay strong. You got this. Baby steps, okay? Baby steps. Capricorn is next. Let me know if it resonates, Saggy Waggies. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like the video. Show your girls some love. We got 3 signs left: Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Let's get it, Capricorn. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn's person. They're connected to in love and romance. How do they feel about Capricorn? Now, y'all saw it. Y'all saw how that card just jumped out? The way that it came out was, it came out kind of like the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And then when I kind of just threw it to kind of see, okay, well, which way is it going to go? It kind of went like this. So I'm going to take it like this, the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? But it's almost like the card wants to turn around. All right, so we got the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse for your person's feelings. What is their intentions towards Capricorn? We have the Empress in the reverse and their future actions. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This person misses what you provided this person. This is someone that typically could be quite codependent on your energy. And so as they think about this toxic behavior that they exuded in this relationship, give me something on that toxic behavior. Being selfish. See that? Being selfish, taking from you, using you, being an opportunist. I feel like this person really wants to go back to what they know provides them stability. Yeah, they want a reunion with you. They really have been thinking a lot about this. Some of you guys can be in separation from this person because of their toxic ways. What is this Devil card? Give me some more on that. Despite this person being very much like giving off the moocher energy, opportunist, all of that, selfish, I'm also getting someone that does see you as their end all be all. Ten of Cups is a very powerful energy. But one thing I will say is they go about this in a very low vibrational way that I don't really like. It's almost like this is someone that may have started off in a relationship with you because they saw you as abundant, as stable, as someone who is mature, that has it all together, that brings a lot to the table. You are a great catch. You are a great catch. And they needed they needed your energy in the beginning because of what you provided. However, when they lost you or when you guys disconnected, that's when they started missing and valuing what you brought to this relationship. So their intention with the Empress in the reverse to the Eight of Cups, some of them may want to really work through walking away from being that opportunist, being that moocher, and now focus on real love. I think for so long, this is somebody that was not interested in a serious relationship, but they want to apologize. That's what they intend to do. Apologize for that and have a new beginning. Yeah, just hit them all of a sudden. No, I really care about Capricorn now all of a sudden. Oh, what was I thinking? Yeah. I need to end my toxic ways. I need to really do right by Capricorn. Mm, yeah, I want to give a solid, committed, stable, responsible relationship with my Capricorn now. Mm. Let's ask, is there anything in specific? I'm really picking up maybe they had time to think about you and think about this relationship, Capricorn, which is why they really are able to see the error of their ways. But let me look further in this. Why is this person now kind of trying to flip the script? Is there any motivations behind that? Is there any motivations behind that? Yeah, like I said, they lost you. They lost what you brought into their life. So a lot of them could really find that you were very valuable. You were a very valuable asset to their life. Without you in their life, they have nothing. I'm getting that Whitney Houston song, I've got nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you. What's that song? I don't really want to look very much further. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I can't sing, y'all. Even though y'all love my voice, I cannot sing. What is that song? I can't run from myself. What's that song? I have nothing, I think. It's something. I'm gonna find the song, y'all. I'm determined. Yeah, it's called I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. Listen to the lyrics of that song, Capricorn. I'm gonna drop the link in the in when I put the timestamps, I'll have the link. So for those that are not familiar with the lyrics to the song, you can listen to it, but I feel like this person has nothing without you. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you. Okay. So with this Ace of Pentacles, their action is to give you a solid offer. Finally, finally, finally. So after all this time, it's almost like they've had this big epiphany like, wow, Capricorn is the prize. Maybe for a long time, this person thought they were the prize and you were to pour into them and to give to them and to nurture them and be there for them. And now they're realizing, wow, Capricorn is the prize. Capricorn is valuable. I ain't got nothing if I ain't got Capricorn in my life. Wait a second. Let me get Capricorn on my line. Let me call Capricorn. Let me see what Capricorn up to these days, you know. Yeah, this person's realizing they got to get their life together, baby. Yep. And they're going to defend their stance. They are serious this time. Yeah. And they have love for you. Okay. Queen of Cups. Yeah. I think you had love for them too, to be honest. You showing up, I think this is your energy, Capricorn. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. But I think when you were in this relationship, not only were you providing this person stability, um, a solid relationship, you were also pouring a lot of love. You were very generous to this person, very nurturing, very kind, giving across a very motherly energy, very nurturing. And it's like they want to manifest that type of energy back. Like a mother does to their child, makes them feel very comfortable and loved. They want that back. Yeah, they don't want no smoke. Underneath the deck with the Five of Wands in the reverse, they're like, listen, let's make amends. Let's stop the argument. Let's stop the tension. Let's stop all of that. I really don't want to fight no more, Capricorn, because I need you. I need you in my life. Yeah, let's heal things. You are the VIP. You are the GOATs, the greatest of all time. What was I thinking? Yeah, the star card is like a celebrity status. Some of you guys could be celebrities, or you guys are just high dangling fruit. You have a lot going for yourself. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you guys are definitely exuding very powerful energy in this person's eyes. You have no comparison to anyone else that they've probably ever dated. But for some reason, y'all, when they were with you, when they had you in their grasp, they mishandled you so bad, man. Very, very bad. All right, let's look at you. Let's look at your side, Capricorn. How do you feel? Man, that song by Whitney Houston is on replay in my mind, y'all. What's going on? Turn my headphones down, Spirit. Turn my headphones down. Oh, I love some Whitney, but my gosh. All right, here we go, Capricorn. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, how they feel. Capricorn, you're showing up as the Queen of Cups. Remember in the first spread, this person remembered you as the Queen of Cups in the upright. So like this was you in the first deck of how they like viewed you, but your actual feelings is the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Very emotionally closed off to this person and this connection at this time. What is your intentions? We have the Five of Cups in the reverse and future actions. Knight of Swords. All right, Capricorn. You're making a head over heart decision. You really spent some time to really honestly think about the pros, the cons, the facts. Let's just call it what it is, the facts. The facts are the facts. The facts are the facts. And you're just not interested. You're not interested in providing that experience to this person anymore. And you're standing on business 10 toes down. It is a challenge, though. It is a challenge to move your energy away from this because, like I say, you did love this person. You provided a lot to this relationship to make this person very comfortable. I feel like you did way more than what this person deserved. You gave them the red carpet treatment. I can't get away from the celebrity thing, but you gave them the red carpet treatment. And you're just ready to take the risk of just ending this cycle. Many of you guys are going through a personal transformation, as we talked about, because your future action is to kind of, really feel bad about the choice you made to be in this. I think a lot of you guys are beating yourself up. You are disappointed in yourself. I don't think you're really disappointed in this person. Some of you guys are, but a lot of you are just like, wow, like, why did I do that? Why did I waste my time with this person? Why did I put myself through this? Things like that. A lot of soul searching, a lot of reflection during this time period for you. But you're doing what's right for you, because I think by moving on, moving away, this is just a confirmation to say, yes, you did the right thing. You're not making a bad choice. Removing your energy and going within. I think that was honestly the intention of why the universe handed you this very low vibrational person. Because, like, I don't even think at the time when you met this person, you knew your value. You really didn't really harvest the energy of recognizing your true value and worth until, you actually step back and you say, wait a second, hold up. No, I'm not doing this. I'm the GOAT. I am the greatest of all time. Why am I even here? Yeah, I don't need to engage in this. I don't need to fight and argue, go back and forth with this person. Even if this person is someone that I know has a lot of love for me now and wants to make things right with me, I have to be honest with myself. I got to be honest with myself that my intention is to stay firm on my standards and my boundaries. I can't allow myself to let up now. I've come too far. I'm hearing you've come too far to let up now. I don't think you trust this person. I really don't think you trust this person. With this Knight of Swords to the Two of Pentacles, your future actions, when this person does come towards you, you will get a message or you will get some kind of communication from this person. And what's going to happen is you're going to be triggered. You're going to go back and forth and be like, should I, shouldn't I don't know. So you're going to need some time to really think about it. So this is a good warning message for those that may get this message from this person or forward movement, or this person may show up. You'll get something to show this person really feeling sorry about what they have done. Okay, they will. Deep down, they will feel sorry, but they're still harnessing deep down selfish energy and greed. And that's what you got to be careful with. And they're showing up as a page. Okay, they're still new at this love thing. Okay, so understand, if you're a Capricorn, I know you got free will. If this person comes in and they were to give you this offer and they're serious this time, they're still learning. So how much patience do you have, Capricorn, to deal with this foolery? You know what I'm saying? How much patience do you have? You would have to have time on your hands because they need your time. But they're being genuine, but they need time. But deep down, they still got it in them now. It's not like wave a magic wand and this person's toxic ways just disappear. No, they're just harvesting more of being in tune with their emotions. That's all that I feel like is in the forefront of why they're coming forward instead of on the forefront of coming forward for what they can get, you know? Yeah. Yeah, there's this thing about you, Capricorn. I think you're going to stand firm of trying to maintain control of this energy. You don't want to allow yourself to drop your guard. And that is so, so important, which I love that. I love that for you, Capricorn. That's what I have. So let me know down in the comments if it resonates. Mari says, gosh, you're good. Thank you. Thank you. She says, you're right. My guard will be up if they do reach out. Don't trust them. So heartbroken still. Thank you for this read. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Kita says, I love how Mika has such a beautiful light energy reading our craziness. Yeah, I'm trying to be light about it, y'all. I'm trying to be like tonight. I'm kind of chill because I just feel like my energy's been off. And that's why I didn't come on yesterday. I just, my energy's a little off and I was a little tired. And look, y'all, I still kind of overslept. I said I was going to come on at 8 and I overslept. So when I tell you guys it's something going on in the ethers, I have no idea, but I feel it. As sensitive as I am to energy, the energy is strong these days. Very, very strong. Okay. Aqua Gang is next. Love you too, girl. Love you too. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all holding out with me, hanging out, even though I was late to the date. I was late to our date. Y'all gonna break up with me? No. All right, Aqua gang, gang, gang. It's time. It is time. D Scott, what up? What up? Representing for Aqua Gang. We got Keita representing for Aqua Gang. Your girl, Mika. I'm a Aqua Sun and Venus. Your true Aqua gangster. OG. Okay, let's get it, y'all. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person connected to Aquarius in love and romance at this time. How do they truly feel about Aquarius? We got the devil in the reverse. Their intentions. We have the hangman in the reverse and their future actions. We have the six of swords. All right. This person knows the way they have gone about this relationship has been very low vibrational and very toxic. And it has a lot to do with the fact that this person keeps repeating the same thing. And, we all know, what is the definition of insanity? What is it, y'all? If you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, it's insane. The problem with this person is they did. They kept doing the same thing. And this is your reading, Aquarius, is if you started noticing a pattern. If you started noticing a pattern behavior in this person over time, that really said, wow, this person is toxic. They're playing games. And then, they would leave, or you guys would take a break or break up. And then this person would come back and do the same type of toxic things, but then expect you to be around or you to be there. This person's getting an epiphany, though. They're getting a big epiphany about this. That this mask that they've been wearing, these games that they've been playing to try to maintain control of you, the situation, the outcome, it doesn't work. Because the thing about Aquarius is the rebel. Aquarius cannot be controlled. Aquarius can be told what to do. No matter what this person says or does, you're not folding on what you believe. And unfortunately for your person, it's kind of put them at a standstill. Made them really think a lot about their toxic ways, but more so think about you, trying to figure you out. Like, why is this not working? Why are we not on the same page? So over time, and I think as we talk about this person's energy today, they need a break. They need a break. They need to unpack things. But your love is so pure, so kind, so genuine. You could have done a lot of things for this person to make them feel comfortable, secure, loved, and they miss that. But then there's a part of you that is no longer giving this. You're taking that energy, you're harvesting all that you poured into this love story, and you're taking it and pouring it more into yourself. Well, at least that's the way this person's seeing it, and they don't like that. I'm hearing they're saying, Aquarius, you're being selfish. You're being very selfish now. Okay, it's time for you to give me all that good humanitarian spirit. Like, what's happening here? Because y'all know Aquarius is when you guys love, you love hard. If it's someone that you actually feel safe to emotionally be vulnerable to, you're going to give them the world. They got you, right? You a sucker. You a sucker at that point. You can't hold back. And that person got the best version of you. But when they started treating you like crap, mm, playing these games that we talking about, that was it. That was it. And you went cold. So they got the cold effect, huh? Your intention, or excuse me, this person's intentions. We got the hangman or the hang one in the reverse to the temperance. Remember, I talked a little bit about how difficult it is for this person to control you, make it work with you, manipulate you, whatever they were trying to do. Okay. They intend to really believe that they can keep you. They just have to build their confidence up to figure out the right approach because they do intend to not lose you. They do intend to not let you go. This is someone that is obsessed with you, but at the same time, they're having a very hard time coming forward because you've made it very hard for them to move this puppy along because you're being selfish. You're being very selfish. Keita says, yeah. It's very hard to control Aquarius. I feel like this person really was trying to control you, Aquarius. So, with this death card to the King of Pentacles, I think this person's realizing that putting a lot of value on material things out of this relationship it needs to come to an end. It needs to come to an end, as well as that impulsive, reckless energy of being in and out of your life. That needs to come to an end, okay? Because what they have realized deep down, what they won't tell you is they played themselves. They self-sabotaged themselves. That's what they found out, okay? They found out that you play dumb games, you win dumb prizes. And they feel like a fool. They do. They really thought they can run game on you. But again, here we go, Aquarius. You were a part of this person's karma. You know, I think you were sent by the divine, by the universe, to go into this person's world and life to teach them a very valuable lesson to not play games with people's hearts, to not come in and, you know, go towards relationships with their own agendas of getting what they want out of people, controlling people, manipulating people, all that crap people do. That's low vibrational. Let's ask, what did this person really want from Aquarius to begin with? What was their goal here? What did they want? Eight of Swords in the reverse. They wanted to figure you out. Why am I so attracted to Aquarius? Why is Aquarius such a big part of my obsession I'm getting? Why do I feel so driven to Aquarius? And why is Aquarius holding back from me? You know, why? It's almost like you were very mysterious. You know, Aquarius is a mysterious sign. This person couldn't figure you out because I think it has a lot to do with this person always getting what they want out of, you know, playing these games. So they regret it now because they played with the wrong one. It's like if you didn't learn then, you're going to learn now. Mm. All right, future actions. We've got Six of Swords. And we have the Seven of Wands. Does this person plan to come forward? Well, I feel like deep down, the truth is this person wants to. They really do. But they also feel like if they were to come towards you, they would have to protect themselves because they already know they done messed up. Okay. They know this person knows they done messed up and they know you're going to make it a challenge. No matter if they come in with a peace offering or if they come in to stir up more drama. They know regardless of where this thing goes, it's going to be some mess. All right. So with the moon card here, I feel like deep down, this person has some real deep-seated fears when it comes to a coming towards you. Thank you, Kita. Thank you, girl, so much for supporting the channel and sponsoring today's read. Much love, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. They're scared of you, Aquarius, and they're trying to figure you out in secret. So this person could be studying you from afar. I'm really getting the energy of with this hermit right here. This person could definitely be, and you seen the hermit card, the computer. This person could be spying on you, keeping tabs on you, trying to figure you out because they're miserable. But that sounds like a personal problem. I'm gonna just be honest. That sounds that sounds like a personal problem to me. Thank you, Keita, so much for another donation. Thank you so much. Girl, I have not been feeling good today, so thank you so much. I think this person has a problem with taking accountability for anything, and that's the guilt that's eating them up. With the Justice in the reverse to the Nine of Swords, be very clear, Aquarius. They know what the hell they did. The problem is this person has a lot of ego, okay? A lot of pride. That is like, instead of just coming forward and saying, okay, Aquarius, I'm sorry. You know, I should have done this. I should have, like a decent human being. You know what I'm saying? That is the right thing to do. That's what a mature adult does. But you're not dealing with somebody that has a very mature way about them. This is someone that goes about relationships and situations in ways that are very low vibrational, Aquarius. Okay. And because of that, it's almost like they just want you to come forward and put in work to be cooperative. Let's just say it, Aquarius. I think there's a part of this person that feels entitled to this. They may have gotten this from previous connections. They may have thought that, you know, this is how supposed to be treated. Like what? You know, in their mind, that's what they think. Seriously, I can't, And in the meantime, and down at the ranch, Aquarius, you're unbothered. You're off somewhere doing you, boo, in silence. Because I'm not even picking you up much in this reading right now. All right. So what do they want to do? Let me see. What do they actually want to do? That's what I want to know. What the heck this person want to do? They want to just ignore how they feel about you. They want to ignore it and they want to just try to pretend like they don't care and try to heal. And it has a lot to do with the fear of you, meaning business. The Queen of Swords is a very strong and powerful force because she's a queen that's been through a very like a very rough life. In Aquarius, I always joke on this channel that Aquarius is walking karma. And even in this reading, I talked a lot about how you've taught this person a very powerful lesson. But one thing I will say is for sure, this person has still not learned the powerful lesson. It's almost like this person's running from the consequences. If this person would surrender and actually face it and learn what they need to learn, then maybe something magical will happen in their life where they won't have so much karmic debt and karma coming back to get them. But they're just not getting it. They're just not spiritually tapped in. This is someone who's content with being who they are. They are who they are. They is what they is. And I think Aquarius, you're not with it. I see it right here. You have very strong boundaries up and standards. And I don't blame you because you've been through too much to put up with the games. All right, let's look at your side, Aquarius. Again, thank you, Keita, for sponsoring the read today. Thank you, girl. Aqua Gang. Spirit, tell me about Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius. How does Aquarius feel about this person? Look at this. Queen of Cups in the reverse. All that loving and nurturing Aquarian spirit that you guys were exuding in the first spread that this person wants from you, it's no more. It's dead. You've gone cold, ice cold, ice. All right. I'm going to reshuffle that. That was like a whole stack. I ain't got time for all that, spirit. Tower, okay, your intentions, Tower, and your future actions, Nine of Swords. All right. You're not interested. You don't care if this person comes in and gives you a solid love offer, a sincere apology, wanting another chance, wanting to work on it. The way you feel about it, Aquarius, is you're in a space in your life of personal transformation and healing. You're trying to recover. You're trying to get back on stable ground after dealing with this crap this person put you through. And when you think about the trust that's been broken here, it runs so deep. You don't trust this person anymore. And the reason why you don't trust them is because they come in and they set out to destroy, and they disappoint you countless times. And it means for you, no matter what I do or say, this person's probably not going to change. Aquarius, you're very much a logical sign. And the facts are the facts. No matter how much you do love this person, how much you saw the potential, this person doesn't see their own potential. And that's what you have to be honest with yourself about. Even if you want to go back, you just can't. You can't. You've even spent a lot of time thinking about going back, playing it in your head over and over. Well, what would happen if I go back? Would this person do this? Would this person do that? Okay. And you've realized all you're going to get is more manipulation, more lies, more head games, more drama. You already know this person is always playing games and stirring up a lot of confusion. And that's the thing that you can't allow yourself to be a part of. For many of you guys, they would do this by abruptly leaving the relationship, treating you like an option, or pretending like they all got other people in their life as, priority, their family, their friends, third parties. All that is more important than you, just to make you want them so much more. If I play these games with Aquarius to make it seem like, oh, you're not important, I'm not that interested, then I'm going to get Aquarius wrapped up in their mind. It's a form of manipulation and mind control to get you to chase and to want them. They want you to be desperate. They want you to be insecure and scared that they're going to leave you and all that when they're just playing a game. With your intention, the big epiphany was when you realize this person, of course, wanted you back. And for some of you guys, you're very disappointed by that because for you, it's like, wow, like, do you not understand, dude or girl, what you put me through? You know, the experience that the roller coaster, the emotional, the mental, all of that is just boo, 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 boo. You don't got time for that. Aquarius is not the sign for all that games, okay, and the drama. You're the type of sign where, you either going to come correct or don't come at all. You're either going to come correct or don't come at all. And what you realize is this person is just not capable of giving you a fair reciprocal love. One that's wrapped up in, you give a little, they give a little. You pour a little bit there, they pour a little bit there, and that is the truth. When you really will outweigh the pros and cons, that is the honest truth of what you see here. So, future actions with the Nine of Swords to the King of Wands. You're going to really conquer your fears, conquer the overthinking, conquer the stress, the sleepless nights. You guys still may have nightmares or get thoughts of this person. If you are, it may not necessarily be you, Aquarius. It can be your person energetically pulling on you. You were showing up as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a very intuitive sign. So some of you guys could have some intuitive abilities. So if you are getting dreams or nightmares or feel that pull of that person, like all of a sudden you're like, dang, why do I want this person so bad? Like, I haven't talked to this person in months or a year plus or whatever your situation is. But I feel like there's been some time here. And the moment when you thought you can break free and move away from this, that is the moment where you're just feeling so energetically pulled, right? And that's where you're like, okay, I just have to fight through this. But you're also upset about it at the same time because you just really want to move on with your life. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're really thinking deeply about like all of it. Um, a lot of you Aquariuses could be playing, like replaying the whole thing countless times in your head, um, making sure you didn't miss anything, making sure that walking away and going towards your peace is the best choice. And I'm here to reassure you, Aquarius, it is. Because one thing is for sure, a person that's sure about you will never leave you. A person that's ready to commit will be there to support you through thick and thin. And if you were being an honest, good partner, then understand you did nothing wrong. This just wasn't your match. This just wasn't your match. Advice for Aquarius on this. Continue ghosting this fool. The high priestess is one that just kind of really isolates, does a lot of soul searching, taps into their intuition, spirit guides. And, I think with the Three of Wands in the reverse, I think you're thinking about like, it's probably just not worth it. I just need to move on and run away from this. And like I say, it was like an abrupt ending here, possibly for a lot of you, or you just abruptly decided to just move on with your life. And that would be correct. Spirit is saying continue to move on. Be careful with the gossiping and all that kind of stuff about it, because that's very low vibrational. Okay. Some of you guys may be engaging in some low vibrational thoughts or feelings or and such, but you know, allow that to be released in love and light so you can be able to clear your space and your energy for the love you deserve. So good luck to you, Aquarius. That's going to be $99.99 for your personal reading today. I love y'all. But no, Aquarius, it just doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. No matter how much our powerful, very intellectual minds try to do the math to make it really make sense, this person is really ridiculous with it. But that's just who they are. That is who they are. All right, last but not least, we have Pisces. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. Again, thank you, Kita, so much for sponsoring today's read with 2 generous donations. I appreciate you so much. And Kita wants to remind all aquas out there, you deserve the world. You deserve the world. Okay. Don't settle for less. And I agree with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And she says, definitely appreciate Mika. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, I definitely did spoil you, Aqua Gang, tonight. I definitely spoiled, but I got y'all. I got y'all. Red Rose says, "Thank you, Mika from Britain." Awesome. Okay. And I think you said what time did you say it was? It's daytime over there, right? Or going into the evening, and we're in the middle of the night here in the States. I'm in Mississippi, and right now it's 11:46 p.m. So let me get on a Pisces so I can go to bed, y'all. All right, Pisces, let's go. Kita's in Vegas. All right. Okay, it's not too late in Vegas. It's only 9:46. Are you off to bed, Lisa? Okay. All right, Pisces, let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that's connected to Pisces in love and romance. How does this person truly feel about Pisces? We got the Nine of Swords. What is their intentions? We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse and their future actions. It's Page of Cups in the reverse. So with the Knight, sorry, if I say the Knight of Wands, y'all. Y'all know I'm tired. I'm getting tired, y'all. With the Nine of Swords, sorry, Pisces, to the Knight of Swords. Tongue twister, right? Um, they're really in their head about reaching out. They really are. This person can't get you off of their mind, and the thought of reaching out to you to talk to you and let you know, like, they want to let you know something. What does this person want to say? Let's see. What does this person want to say? We got Two of Pentacles in the reverse and Five of Swords. If this person put other people or things before you in this relationship, this could be their job, their career, third parties. This person is going to say, you know what? I'm willing to let that stuff go. It's create too much tension, conflict, chaos, and I need to let some of those things go. And I'm working on resolving those issues so we can come back together. But deep down, this person has a lot of things that they still have to work through. So this is like a transitionary phase for this person where they have gotten a big epiphany about things with you and this relationship. So right now, to be honest, the way they feel, it might be a risky time period at this time to come forward, even though they have a desire to, because of all the things that they think about in this relationship. It's not the most positive with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. This person could have kind of like used you for that emotional stability, like an energy vampire. But don't be fooled, this person still definitely wants you. I don't know about you, Pisces, but why do I get the energy of someone who is very just focused on them? I don't really get an energy of someone that's putting a lot of focus on you. It seems as if it's all about what they want, what they need, them. Why is that? Where is their focus with Pisces? What do they really want with Pisces? Okay, they want peace. They want things to go to more calm, peaceful states. So they feel like right now it may be safe or fair for them to just kind of like vacate the relationship, but not for long. They just need time to get themselves stabilized and work through some issues. Because if this person were to come in, I think they intend to not come around for a long time with this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Let me get that emotional fix that I talked about before, Pisces. That all that loving, all that goodness that you give them, and then I'm gone. Wow. Okay. I think this is someone that is a good dream seller, but don't deliver on it. They just kind of come in and get what they want. They really got a lot of work to do. I don't know who this is or who's reading this. This person, they really need to get some therapy, and they really need to go within and really work on these issues. They got a lot of baggage, this person here. And when it comes to love, I don't think they can provide that to you. The best this person can offer is passion. I don't think this person is stable emotion wise to provide you anything other than um, a very unfair, unbalanced love relationship, because they're still trying to unpack what is fair. But even when I get this Ace of Cups underneath the deck, why do I feel like this person is like, I will give Pisces love under the condition of something else? What is that? What am I getting here? The condition of what? As long as you make me happy, as long as you keep me happy, I'll give you love. Lord, yeah, as long as you're giving to me, pouring into me, doing for me, whether it be your energy, I'm getting something out of the deal, then I'll come in and give you a love offer. Wow. Okay. Let's look at your side, Pisces. Let me know if it resonates. Somebody out there, some Pisces out there. Y'all kind of quiet. I think Pisces sleep. Oh man. All right. Y'all don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Show your girl some love. I would really appreciate it. All right, Pisces. Again, thank you, Kita, for sponsoring today's reading today. Much love, much love. All right, Pisces, let's look at your side. See how you feeling. How does Pisces truly feel? How does Pisces truly feel? The Fool in the reverse. What is Pisces' intentions here? We got strength and Pisces' future actions. We got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, Pisces, you're holding back. Your love, holding back, taking action, just holding back. I think it's because this person has disappointed you so much. You're just like, listen, Mika, I can't do this. A lot of you guys are just totally withdrawing your energy and preserving your peace. Yeah. Deep down, you don't want to have to do this, but you just feel like, the toxicity of it all, and that's what I was feeling. I was feeling very icky. I didn't like that energy, y'all. I didn't like it. And the fact that this person, always would put you in competition with other people and other connections. I don't know what this person got going on in their energy, but it was almost like something that triggered you deep down. Some insecurity, some fears of them not choosing you or not choosing this connection. And you just reach your wits end. You're like, listen, I can't do this. I can't allow myself to be a part of this anymore. This person is a piece of work. And they really are, y'all. This is not healthy at all. Yeah, betrayal. But a lot of you guys are really walking around like you're fine. And be careful with that energy, because you're not. You're still hurting. Some of you guys are out here dating or planning to start new connections, even though you're still in a lot of pain. And energetically, with the universe, that is a recipe for disaster. I talked a lot today about we're in a transitionary period in this collective energy space. So if we're moving too fast, if we're going towards something too soon, then we're only attracting karmics, okay? And we're attracting another toxic cycle. And like I say, you're still at the beginning phase of getting out there again, talking out there, but you still got that lingering energy you got to deal with. All this strength right here tells me you're fighting this battle internally, the pain. And if you're not careful, you see what I'm saying? How the karmic wheel comes up. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to come up like I'm psychic or something. Even if you're not communicating, even if you're not talking to this person, it's still going to create um a karmic cycle, because for a lot of you guys, what's happening is you're not satisfied with the fact that this person didn't apologize or try to make things right with you, or try to make an effort to try to like bring peace to the situation. So this is where the energy is kind of like harvesting resentment, pain, anger, insecurity, things like that. It's different for all of you guys, but it's just something I'm getting underneath the surface, the true core of where you are. It's still a bit stagnant. So self-improvement, self-growth, self-love is the priority here. And focus on that. That's the success you want to see. And that's why I would transmute the energy instead of like focusing more so on this person and this situation and what went wrong. Start focusing on your future, on what you can create and what you do have control over. And I would just kind of stall on new love. Spirit is saying you need to kind of wait on that. Really wait on coming together with anyone else at this time. Any other advice for Pisces? Yeah, I feel like there has to be you letting go of this other person, the player, the one that's in and out, that's reckless. You got to drop that before you can go to this new love. Yeah, with the star in the reverse, see what I'm saying? Deep down, you're still on that journey. All right, anything else about this Page of Cups? Yeah, I think there needs to be self-forgiveness, self-love, um, really learning what does healthy love look like, and letting go of the past. Pisces, that's your card. Page of Cups is Pisces. And ending this cycle totally. Transformation. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. All right, y'all. That is the reading this evening. I hope each and every one of you guys got something from tonight's reading. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because every single month I do pick one lucky subscriber for a free personal tarot reading. And if you are interested in booking a personal, once again, your girl does offer personal readings. Visit my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, for more information. And also there you can check out my ebooks, my tarot decks, and any other exciting things that I have there. I have a lot of great stuff there, so check it out. And thank you so much to my amazing mods who really held it down and stuck it out with me on this very long reading this evening. My gosh. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, T Rose. Thank you, D Scott. Thank you, Mitzi. Thank you guys so much, so much, so much. I really appreciate it. And big shout out to Kita, one of our amazing subscribers that came through and donated to the channel this evening. Thank you so much. And I love each and every one of you guys. I really do hope that this is bringing more clarity to your situation as you're on that healing and transformative journey to finding the love that you deserve. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourself. Namaste.